past continuous. The past continuous describes actions or events in a time before now, which began in the past and is still going on at the time of speaking. At that time of speaking. In other words, it expresses an unfinished or incomplete action in the past. See, yesterday I was teaching when I got a call. So when I got a call, my teaching didn't stop. It was after having that call, I started my teaching again. So it was just I am saying someone what happened in the past yesterday. So past continuous, it expresses an unfinished or incomplete action, right? The action was going on. So there are some rules with numbers and persons. See here, I'm just writing the persons and numbers. You will get in the slide earlier also. Person, if it's a first person, so it will be was. If second person, so were, right? And if third person, he, she, whatsoever, it was. Now with numbers, this understood. First person was, second person were, he or she, third person was. Now with numbers. If singular, was, and if plural, it is were. So these are the basic things you will have to keep in mind whenever you write anything in past. Whenever you are narrating an incident that happened in past, you will have to use past continuous tense also. So these are the rules, these are the things you will have to keep in mind. Persons and numbers. Now usage of past continuous tense. To describe the background in a story written in the past tense, see, sometimes we describe the background. There are many stories in your syllabus, and all the stories are of past, see, earlier days. So you will find numerous examples of past continuous tenses. Just go through that, then you will understand how to write your story of the past by using past continuous tense. So here you are seeing the sun was shining and the birds were singing. See, this is the background being described by the author as the elephant came out of the jungle. So what we are seeing, just to describe the background in a story, we write the incidents, or we write the background in a past continuous tense. So the sun was shining and the birds were singing. To describe an unfinished action that was interrupted by another event or action. What did I give you the example right now? I said when I was teaching, when he came or when his call came. So interruption was there. When something was going on smoothly, suddenly some interruption happened. So here I was having a beautiful dream when the alarm clock rang. See, beautiful dream, and the alarm clock rang. The interruption was there. So here this is the second thing, to describe an unfinished action that was interrupted by another event or action. To express a change of mind. I was going to spend the day at the beach, but I have decided to get my homework done and see. Now, what happened? Sometimes we change our mind. Sometimes we change our mind. And what we have thought earlier is past. So, here example is, I was going to spend the day at the beach, right? That was the planning. But I have decided to get my homework done instead. But now what's going on in my mind? Let's finish my homework first. With wonder, to make a very polite request, I was wondering if you could babysit for me tonight. I was wondering. See, these are the very polite requests. I was wondering if you could babysit for me tonight. So this is one of the one more use of the past continuous. Now, how to form past continuous? The past continuous of any verb is composed of two parts. The past tense of the verb to be, that is was and were, and the base of the main verb plus ing. I was thinking, to think, main verb and ing. Was, base, be. See, examples, there are different types of sentences. So, first, affirmative. I was teaching English to my mate's daughter. I was teaching to my English to my mate's daughter. So, I was teaching, right? Negative, her sons were not working in a factory. So, her sons were not working in a factory. So, they might be working somewhere. So, here plural, so were, and earlier it's a mates. I am the singular one, so was, right? Interrogative. Was she neglecting her study? Was she? See, when your was is in front, that means you are making it interrogative. Interrogative negative, this is interrogative affirmative. Interrogative negative, weren't they ignoring health by consuming roadside food? So, weren't they? Right? So, these are interrogative negative because not is here. Here there is no not. So, this is interrogative affirmative. Right? Now, next. Past perfect progressive tense. The tense indicates a continuous action that was completed at some point in the past. I have, been finishing this work. So, in the past continuous, past perfect is there. I had been. So, this tense is formed with the modal had plus been plus the present participle of the verb with an ing ending. So, I had been working in the garden all morning. What were you doing in the morning yesterday? I had been working in the garden all morning. So, here you are seeing the format. Modal had is here, been is here, present participle is here, and ing is also here. Now, next. Now, affirmative. I had been completing the project since morning. And negative. She hadn't been sleeping. Interrogative. Had you been living in Europe for last 2 years? Interrogative negative. Hadn't they been living in Kolkata? Now, the past perfect continuous is used to talk about actions or situations that were in progress before some other actions or situations. Past perfect continuous. So, these are before some other actions or situations they were continuing. There are also some other uses. Duration of a past action up to a certain point in the past, since morning, for 2 years. So, there is a certain point, duration to a certain point. Showing causes of an action situation. And third, conditional sentences and reported speech. See, so these are the uses. Now, one by one we will go through it. Duration of a past action. The main use of past perfect continuous is to express actions or situations that were in progress before some other actions or situations. For example, the boys had been quarreling for half an hour when we arrived home. See, duration for half an hour, and before this action we arrived home. Before that it happened. So the boys had been quarreling for half an hour when we arrived home. Now, I had been dating Angelina for 3 years before we got married. So here, before got married, dating was there. So this type of things, so here it is said, before some other actions or situations. Next, showing cause. Use this tense to show cause of an action or situation in the past. John was in detention because he had been misbehaving. So the action was that he was in detention, and what was the cause? Because he had been misbehaving. So this was the showing cause. The road was wet because it had been raining. Right? So in this way you are seeing the uses of past perfect continuous. So here what we are seeing third conditional and the reported speech. So here this tense is also used in third conditional sentence. If it had been raining, we would have gone to the park. This tense also appears in reported speech. She said she knew Charlie had been lying to her. So had been lying, you are seeing past perfect continuous, and here also you are seeing past perfect continuous, that was third conditional sentence. Now some exercises. So here what you are seeing past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, you will have to be very careful. Just at the outset of this session, I have said with numbers and with your persons, what you will have to use. With first person was, second person were, and third person was if the persons are singular. And with plural, it was all were, right? They, we, you, all were will be there. So here, the boy is what? Boy is singular. So what would be here? The boy was. And as this is a continuous tense, so the boy was sleeping. And I was reading. I was reading. She was washing. And Julie was doing. See, all these things, these are just the examples, and I am doing in the boys plural, so were learning. What is the base verb? Learn, so learning. And here, now perfect, past perfect progressive, had been sleeping, had been waiting, like this. Now, I had, see here this is negative, not walk. So, I hadn't been walking. I hadn't been walking for a long time when it suddenly began to rain. How long had she been learning? How long had she been learning English? He had been driving. So here it's the interrogative. So how had she been? And here it's a plain sentence. So he had been driving. He had been driving less than an hour when he ran out of petrol. So what have we learned today? We have learned past continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense. And when you narrate a story and when you write your past experience, past incident, so you need to use both the tenses, past continuous and past perfect. So you go through many stories. So you please see both of these sentences, and the more you read, the more you will understand the uses of this, both the tenses, and you will be perfect. In the next class we will meet again. Thank you.